Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome to the channel where today we're going to be checking up a newer release that came out at the beginning of the month, I believe on May 2nd. This game is Cryptmaster. This is one we actually showcased on the channel probably about a month or two ago with a demo that came out at some point. I can't remember for what reason. But Cryptmaster is a very unusual game in the sense it is a dungeon crawler. But instead of being like turn-based with like actions such as like, selecting fight, run away, an item, throw, you type out all of your responses because this is like a typing game of its sorts. Even when you're taking your turns to fight monsters, instead of jabbing a monster, you're literally typing jab to fight the monster. But you also only get a certain amount of letters. So like jab takes 3 letters, right? So you only have to have 3 letters available to you. If you want to do something like thrust or parry, number one, you have to find out the ability of parry and thrust by basically increasing your letter count. And you do that by playing through the game and unlocking rewards and chests, which will give you more letters to expand your different options. It sounds really complicated. It's actually very simple. I was a little bit, I guess, thrown off at first, essentially, whenever I first played the game, but the more I played it, the more invested I became in it. So if you like the content and you want to see more of Cryptmaster here on the channel, and games like Cryptmaster here on the channel, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel, of course, as it really helps me out. It makes me feel good on the inside, plus it helps me get this information out about the new games releases that are coming out for you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. I am going to go ahead and do the begin real time. You also begin turn-based, and I feel real time is basically, according to them, is the recommended method, as well as indicative of what the real product should be like. So we're going to do that. Also, very notable, this is a strictly keyboard and mouse. Or not keyboard and mouse. This is strictly keyboard. There is no mouse involved. Everything you're doing from turning and all that sort of jazz is straight up just done with that. So we're going to do that. Get into it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hopefully they've like sped up a lot of this. So like, yes, we can hear him. So we type yes and hit enter.
Good. I'm calling to you from beyond the veil that separates the living and the dead. You're on the dead
The good news is they have this voice. Originally, it was not voiced at all. So I'm gonna say good.
Oh, good. That's nice. Is there anything I can do to make you even more comfortable? Actually, I withdraw the question. I don't.
You wouldn't let me type anything.
Now, move toward the light.
Alright, so we're going to move forward. And again, this is like a tile-based movement. If you're similar, like dungeon crawlers, like Vaporum.
Or should I say,
I think there's another one called Grim Dark. See,
why don't you take a look around?
So you basically can do a couple things. As you can see, we have 360 moving one. We can hold down the Alt key, and that'll allow us to look in like the 8 different directions, our diagonals, and our straight, our north, south, east, west. And we can just keep going. And so, of course, we have a mini map here. I believe if you just hit left and right on the keyboard too, you can also just shift your view to the left and the right. But if you wanted like a better view, you can totally just tab or like hold down Alt and do those movements. You want to make sure you're checking all your nooks and crannies whenever you do that. Eventually we'll get the ability to find things such as bugs that'll give us special benefits and stuff like that. You'll actually want to keep an eye out for any creepy crawlies you see, as they will be beneficial for you.
These names look a little familiar, don't they? Let's get those rotten old brains of yours working. Why don't you try reading out the names on those pillars?
Some of these are playable characters. The letters also are indicative of what that character's health is. So Choro, for instance. We have what I'm saying.
The warrior. That's you.
Oh. We have Sin.
Sin, thief, and assassin.
We have Maz.
Maz the melodious.
we have Nyx.
Nyx, the sea witch. There you are. And now you have your names again. Let's move along.
So I believe if, let's see if we can figure out the moves now. If you know what you're doing, you can jab. For instance, now Sin has the ability to jab. That is one of the words he has. What about hit? There we go. I'm doing this because I knew this from the demo. And because we figured out those words, now they have other letters to learn new abilities. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the other ones could be. I can't remember off the top of my head. So we'll have to play the game, and we'll figure it out. As you beat enemies, they'll give you letter options, and that'll help you basically do like the Wheel of Fortune thing, which is when you feel like you have enough letters, you can solve, and that'll give you the win for that word. Alright, so chest, we'll go ahead and type it.
Now these chests contain objects I've long since forgotten. I expect you have too. But maybe if we can remember what they were called, it will help to restore your memories of life. Now, Joro, I think this is something you used in your days as a warrior. Tell me what I should do to it to find out what it is.
So you can also like check now. So if you want to say, you can say look, feel, listen, smell, and taste.
It's like a big metal shell, slightly larger than a human head. What shall I do now? I think I've worn one of these many years ago.
It looks like a helmet.
On your head.
And it tells you how many letters are involved at the top of the screen. You see 6 spaces. So if we go helmet.
A helmet. Yes, Joro, this is your old helmet. Now let's move along through that door.
And it has also given us some letters down here at the bottom of the screen for Maz, Sin, and Joro. Now, if I remember correctly, Maz can do like some supporting, so we can actually do Y-E-L-L. And now we can do yell.
I rather thought you would sound better than that, Maz. I suppose you haven't used your vocal cords in a while.
Alright, and so we can even go up to, I believe it's items, maybe? No? There's a place where we can see where items we have. Or spells we have. I can't remember where to go from there to figure it out. Is it in the options menu? Does not look like it. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and we don't need that direction. We can go this direction though. And we'll make our way this way. We got an enemy coming up somewhere, at least our first one, maybe. Nothing over here. And we'll make our way through this door. I gotta be honest, I love this art style.
Oh,
so good.
More of your old junk.
We gotta turn here. And we gotta do another guessing game here.
Oh, look. It's a thing. What shall I do with it? It's sort of rectangular. Something you can hold in your hands. What will we do with it? I remember when I was alive.
So like a book.
They covered the walls of my little study. And what now? A
There-
book. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Nice. Okay, so we managed to get a new word for Joro. All right. And now we have 2 words for... We have like 2 or 3 words for Joro now, don't we? Now we can go ahead and do this one, see what we can get out of this chest.
Ooh, this little fellow looks strangely familiar.
We'll look at it.
It looks like a ball of fur with a string attached. Now, what should we do now?
Ball of fur with a string attached.
There are a lot of these around down here. I just shoo them away usually. What will we do with it? It tastes furry and rather disagreeable.
What are the other two things you can do? I'm trying to remember. Rat?
A rat. Yes, that's what it's called.
Alright, so it looks like maybe this bottom word for sin is trap. Okay. Did we did jab already, right?
Jab.
Yeah, okay.
It's coming back to you, Sin, isn't it? All those knives in the dark.
Is there another one over here? No, nothing over there. Oh, I remember now. We can check our words and we hit the number keys. So he's got hit and boot. He's got jab and trap. He's got yell. And Nyx has got nothing right now. So maybe they're kind of sad right now. Tap?
Tap?
No.
No, we're not going to drop everything and do that.
Zap. There we go. She's a spellcaster. That's
Well,
right.
Nyx, that was splendid.
Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can figure out if there's anything else in here. Nothing as far as we can tell.
Oh, look, a toad man. Let's see if you remember how to fight.
Okay, so we're gonna come up to this guy. What I'm gonna do is trap. Oh, he's dead. Alright, nice. We got him killed right away. So we laid down a trap and then I hit him with a zap and then he was dead. So now we have two letters to choose from, O and Z, both of which will fill in some spot in the bottom. Seeing as though we already have some O's, we'll go ahead and select a Z. And it doesn't look like a Z helps us at all. Is there anything there? Nope. We'll check this. Nope, not there either. So we'll keep on walking forward. Can I... Nope, the body disappeared. And we're going to make our way towards this door here. Skills allow you to perform actions in combat. Each skill has a different effect. View your skills with the number keys. We already found that out. Mazes are really good because of the fact that, remember, we can hit the trap, we can hit a zap, we can hit a hit and a boot. And then as soon as we get done with all that, we can yell. And Maz is going to reset the cooldowns on all of our abilities. So Maz is very important for us if we want to be very good in combat.
Up ahead is the Eye Stone, an ancient sentinel designed to imprison the restless dead. To pass beneath his perilous gaze, you may need to retrieve my Soul Stone. What do you want to do? Feel. Check. Don't be ridiculous. Why would we... What did you say? Dry?
The walls feel damp and clammy. I feel like that's got to mean something, right? Can't go that way. Alright, so we'll head towards the door. Oh, there is a chest here.
Oh, this is a big one. What will we do with it? I don't think I ever needed one of these. I don't think I was a great fighter when I was alive. What should we do with it? It's a large, flat piece of metal in a sort of oval shape. What now?
There we go.
Yes, a lovely big shield. Just like yours, Joro.
Oh damn, we got a lot from that one. So we got a new ability for Maz. Oh, that's really good to have. I'm trying to think of what would end an ARD that we could use for Joro over there. Nope, that's not anything. That's not a word either.
Why did you say that? Shard?
Yeah, no. It doesn't look like there is a any disincentive to try to guess something. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out right now, so we'll go ahead and move on. I really want to figure out what that one is, but I'm sure we'll get it in the next room. Soothe really helps, though. We gotta be sure we are careful with. I believe there's another enemy in this room.
Hold, travelers, no dead may pass. Are you dead?
No.
You say you aren't dead, but neither do you seem to be living. I can't detect a soul anywhere. You may not pass.
Well, I don't like to say I told you so, but I told you so. You need to get my soul stone before you can pass here.
Got it. Alright, well. We'll have to figure out more words, too.
Ah, something impressive here. What are we going to do with it?
We're gonna remember.
I think I've seen a lot of these. I never liked them much. What should we do now? It's long and kind of cross-shaped. What should we do now? Yes,
Aha.
sword. Haha, lovely.
Alright, so we didn't get anything for Joro, but we got a lot of letters for Sin, Maz, Nyx. I gotta remember, what are the other... There's other options, right? Because, how do I... Look, wear, lick, recall, sniff. Let's see. Guess the items. Okay. But there are certain words you can use to guess the stuff in the chest. And it said what they were. Although lick is pretty good. Or, sorry, like, wear is pretty good. So we'll go ahead and head back this way, because I'm pretty confident from the demo I remember playing that we go this way, and we'll have ourselves a... There we go. We got him pretty good. We got A, Z. We're gonna go with a B. Does the B go anywhere? Aha, there we go. We already have A's on there, and Z didn't give us any sort of thing earlier.
Well, what do we have here? What shall I do now? It's small and shiny. What shall I do now? I don't think I can wear it. It would fit nicely in my pocket, though.
Coin?
What now? A coin. Yes, now I remember these little lovelies.
Can we give someone crabs? Is that what that is? We can definitely give someone crabs. It's awesome. Okay, I wasn't expecting that at all. I love it. I love it.
I think that's Agda over there to the right. Don't tell her I'm here. We don't get
There we go. T-O on R. We got R's, we got O's. Let's do a T. Alright, so it looks like we have one T. We have an altar over here. Inspect statue.
Welcome, friends, to the altar of purity. Leave your troubles behind and step for a moment into the bliss of my ardent but entirely platonic embrace.
Okay.
Soothe yourselves in the... oh, wait. This isn't right. You're not even alive, are you? I don't mean to be rude, but this altar is dedicated to Shalia, the goddess of life, which means it's for the living only.
Okay.
So, don't come any closer, please. Thank you.
Oh.
She's right that a healing altar like this won't ordinarily work for you. But perhaps if you were to desecrate it somehow, what will you do?
We could lick it.
It tastes, unsurprisingly, of stone. Yes, these healing gods hate violence. Fight, fight, fight.
In the name of all that is pure and peaceful, I'll rip your body.
Oh, wow.
Did I hear you correctly? State?
Destroying the altar heals your party and saves the game. Okay, cool. So we did that. Wait, what was that? Once this must have been a place of some importance.
Look, I'll do the observing. You get on with doing. The air down here is pretty pungent. Nobody can open a window.
Alright, so I guess we're going this way. I wonder if there's a way to, like, strafe rather than having to turn every time you want to do something. What is our words? Hit, boot, jab, trap, help, yell, soothe, and zap and crabs. Okay, I got it. Oh, I'm totally gonna hit this guy with the crabs. Oh. Okay, so we managed to get all the letters back. Can we... Scrox has dropped these letters right here. So it wouldn't let me cast any B letter words, which sucked because a lot of our letters were in fact B letter words. Jab and boot were the other abilities we had. Let's pick a let's pick an L. Jostle? Hey, look at that. We got another word. Jostle. It helps when you actually were punished when you were a kid by making your parents making you read the dictionary. Did any of his parents let you make them read the dictionary? Or, like, see, back in my day, whenever punishment was there, my mom would get me a notebook piece of paper, and she'd be like, I want you to write down all the A's to the D's words or something like that, so that way we would remember shit. And also hate the dictionary.
Ah, the soul stone. The
Yes, please.
Good, because you're going to. You see, if we're going to the surface, which we are, I'll need you to carry this for me, because I don't have a physical body. You didn't think I wanted you for your brains, did you? Now, will you pick it up?
Sure.
Splendid. Now we are bound together for all eternity. Nor until you die again, whichever comes first.
Okay, so we got a soulstone collected, and it says 20 on there. And it doesn't look like there's anything else that we can interact with here. So we'll go ahead and head on back the way we came. There was a air swirls with eccentric energy. Okay. I don't know what that means. I feel like this gotta mean something.
Now, the soul stone needs souls to feed it. Outside of my crypt, we'll need to keep it charged with the vitality of living creatures to sustain ourselves. Why don't you look on the walls and see if you can scrape up any bugs to start us off?
Okay, so this is where we have to look for bugs. There used to be creepy crawly sounds. Let's go back here. Oh, we don't want to go back that way. I was hoping just to turn there. You can hear the bugs skittering. I'm just trying to remember how loud they are, because I did turn down the sound effects ever so slightly. Doesn't seem like there are any bugs here. Sometimes you can see them skittering around the rug. There we go. We got 6 souls collected there. And if we go towards the other walls, we can find the other ones. So you definitely want to keep an eye on these so it looks like every time we type a letter, it's going to be expensive. So I guess it's the cost of us. Is that a bug right there? No? Okay. That's the cost of us trying to do stuff. Is that a... Did we open this chest? We did not. Okay, so we passed the chest.
What's this flimsy thing? What now? It's a thin sheet of paper, covered on one side with little drawings and snippets of writing. What shall I do with it? I'm sure I've looked at one of these before, but not for some
Map.
time.
It's got to be map. Okay.
They were useful when traveling, I think. What should we do with it? Aha! Yes, a map.
Oh, we got straight up murder. But can be boosted with other skills? Well, alright then. Alright, so Maz and Sin are healed. Okay, that's good to know. What is it's a spell. It starts with A, ends with A. No, that's not it. Looks like we have an enemy right there. go. And we managed to heal ourselves. We killed a Yarrow, so we get a level from that. I don't think... Oh, let's pick Y. Is there any Ys anywhere? Doesn't look like we have any Ys anywhere. We got a bug, though. 7 souls gained. Nice. I'm gonna put some space in between us and that guy. Oh, we didn't hit him. Damn it. There we go. And if you haven't just figured out, the letters in their names are how many health characters they have. So Sid and Maz have 3, Nyx has 3, Jorah has 4. Let's see, we already did B at one point in time. Let's try you. Oh. Guard, there we go. Okay. Aura. Okay, that's good to know. We got letters there. Do we see any bugs on the wall around us? It's also important to note that you check out these crannies right here. The nooks and the crannies. You can sometimes find bugs hidden in them as well. So you got plenty of ammunition for letters right now. So we'll keep on making our way this way. Is there any reason to suspect that we have any bugs over here? Because the bugs weren't here previously, but now they are. There we go. There's one. And then we'll head all the way back up to the Soulstone area. Assuming there's nothing over here. Yep. Ah, there we go. Oh. There we go. Do we not get any more than 70 souls? Because I feel like I didn't see the number go up. What about over here? There we go. Let's find out if we can't have any more than 70. Okay, so we can. Okay. I must have just been going crazy there.
Hold, travelers. No dead may pass. Are you dead?
Well, let's... No.
You could be lying to me. If you are really alive, then tell me, what was the last piece of fruit you ate?
Why would a dead person not know that?
A nice crisp apple, eh? But I have one more question. If you are truly a living person, this should be an easy one. Tell me, how would you describe the sun? Yes, it is in fact very hot. You are indeed one of the living. You may pass.
All right.
Stupid eye stone. He thinks it's so clever.
I love the shit talking from the disembodied skull guy. Alright, so where do we find ourselves at now? Eating bugs off the wall with a terror mite. Alright, I love finding the bugs. Let's see, what do we have here? We got a letter, but I want to make sure that we don't, you know, miss any bugs. Number one, they're delicious. I mean, they're good for spell casting. Doesn't sound like we
You're
have any here.
skulking again. Stop it.
And we'll go ahead and climb the ladder.
Well, now you've shaken the worms out of your old carcasses, the real fun can begin. You see, the Soul Stone has been growing in power lately. That's how I was able to resurrect the four of you. And not only that, but it seems to be drawn to the surface. You'd like to go to the surface, wouldn't you? Well, you're very lucky I chose you to accompany me. We've been kept in the dark for a very long time. Whatever is up there now has forgotten us entirely. I've heard rumors of a thriving city far above our heads, full of delicious life, ripe for the attention of a seasoned necromancer. What's the first thing you're going to do when we get there?
Eat.
Oh, you're so predictable. Look, I wrote down the answer I knew you were going to give. Now, the higher we get, the more your memories will begin to return. As well as remembering useful things you can do, you'll also begin to remember people and scenes from those distant days when you were alive and didn't look like table scraps. That will be fun, won't it? Ooh, we're almost there.
Oh. Chapter 2, Bone Houses. Okay. So that looks like that was the end of the first chapter. I really enjoyed that. That's actually a lot better. The first time I played the demo, it was more or less the same, but the problem was that there was long gaps of dialogue that you can't pass. Like, you can't skip past what the Cryptmaster is telling you, mostly because they hadn't put voice dialogue in there. So you were sitting there waiting for him to basically finish saying what he was saying in his own time frame with literally no audible cues for you. So the fact that they voiced it finally helps, get rid of some of that dead air that was definitely hanging in there. Or at least there was no voice whenever I played it. That could have been a bug, but for me, there wasn't anything going on. But we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, and my first thoughts and impressions of this game is I'm actually very excited about playing some more of Cryptmaster. So if you want to see more gameplay from this game, specifically, comment down below. Let me know what you think of Cryptmaster. Is it something that interests you? Are you on the fence about it? Was it something you get to try? I love the idea of playing Wheel of Fortune the Dungeon Crawler. That sounds like a pretty great concept, honestly. I'm not opposed to typing games. This is going to be something maybe my daughter could play eventually at some point in time. When she gets more keyboard skills. That being said, if you like the content and you want to see more games like Cryptmaster in the channel, make sure you're liking and subscribing. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.